That's how I get that ooh.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in this daggone break room, y'all. Oh boy. All right. Y'all see the title, y'all see the thumbnail, y'all know what we gonna get into this good Tuesday evening, honey. Welcome, y'all. Welcome back to the break room. I'm so glad that you guys stopped what you were doing and meet me over here. Y'all, we got Liv in the break room. We got the Henry family in the break room. And hey, Woo. I said Woo. Hey, Lo. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the break room. How's everybody feeling? I hope everybody's feeling good and doing great. Oh, Lord, y'all, there's a lot going on. So, there's so much going on in social media itself right now. I don't know if you guys heard about the little girl in South Carolina. Is it Janiyah Harris? Missing and her parents arrested for her unaliving. I saw that and that just broke my heart. And the mother just had a baby not too long, like very, very recently. I think they said the little girl was like 4 years old. Well, both the parents have been arrested now. And you know, a lot of people are talking about that on social media. And then the whole situation, you said the economy is drowning you. Yes, girl. And then the whole situation with Young Miami's summer anthem, Spin That. And a lot of people are up in arms about that. A lot of conversation going on the internet with India Ari speaking out about, Nolan. I seen that today, but I didn't get a chance to really get into it. Yeah, they really could have gave that baby up. Like, I don't be understanding. Um, you know, people bashing India Ari for basically saying that the song that Young Miami has out that's chart #1 on the billboards, that it wasn't a song that people should be praising. She's influential to a lot of young girls out here and young men. And Trick Daddy and coming out talking bad about India Ari. You know, I, when I saw what Trick Daddy said, here's the thing. Trick Daddy back in the day, now now. Okay. But now, I'm like, Trick, go sit down. But here's the thing. When I heard what he said about India Ari calling her ugly and she jealous of Young Miami because she's pretty, and I'm thinking to myself, here's the thing. I expect Trick Daddy to speak like that because I don't know if you guys followed him when he was on Love and Hip Hop Miami, and the way he did his wife, like real disrespectful to his wife, and just I don't know. Trick has always been real weird to me. And then Luke Skywalker made some statements. Here's my thing. Is Young Miami's song the worst song in the whole wide world? No. No, it's not. Back in the day, there were a lot of songs that sensationalized, you know, um, SEX and Weapons and y'all remember how they did NWA. Like there has been all type of genre of music that that sensationalize worldly things in their song. I think the song "Spin That" it's catchy, right? It's a very catchy song. Who said that? Miss AJ. It's a very catchy song. Here's the thing. If your children are being influenced by Young Miami, then what are you doing wrong? You as the parent, what are you doing wrong? Yeah, do y'all remember Luke Skywalker back then? Hey, we was a hey, hey, we was a face down. That's the way we like the. Who remember that? Who remember? Right, the freaky tales. These are the tales that I tell so well. I met this girl. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, who remember that? Who remember MC Hammer? Pumps in the bumps. Pumps in the bump. We like the girls with the pumps in the bump. Pumps in the bump. Who remember that? Any of y'all remember that? Baby, they've been doing it for years. You hear me? Years. Now what? Me for Trick, you didn't have to come up here and call that lady ugly, and you didn't have to do all that. But you know, he did it. I don't feel like India Ari needed to mind her business because everybody has something to say about something. Why does she need to mind her business? Everybody has something to say about something. We just Cheyenne said, "Girl, I remember." Okay. I was stroking. Yeah, stroking in the east, stroking in the west. I be stroking. Okay. All right. You know, it used to. Here's the problem with our world right now. Everybody is so emotional. Everybody is super overcritical, very emotional. You could say boo. Why did you say boo? Do you know how boo makes me feel? Like, girl, I just said boo. Wait, what's going on? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? Yep, Daisy Dukes. Look at that girl, them Daisy Dukes, y'all. I want you to get it, don't stop, get it. Okay, baby, I stayed. Terry, girl. Baby, when I tell you I had a time back in the day. I had a time. What about back that thing up? Back that thing up. Baby, when they used to play it, when that song was started in the clip, boom, uh, baby, we get to run into that dance floor. You hear me? Baby, when I tell you we had a time back in the day. Hoochie mama. Hoochie mama. You ain't nothing but hoochie mama. Hoochie mama. Yeah. Right. I mean, y'all, it's been going on for years and years and years, even before uh Spin That. And people saying it's promoting scamming, and well, even before Young Miami came out with that song, people were still boosting, scamming. Girl, boosting been boosting since boosting been boosted. Okay? Boosting ain't going nowhere. And all I'm saying is if your children, if your young daughters and sons are influenced by Young Miami, then what the hell is you doing wrong? Because they should be influenced by you getting up going to work every damn day. Y'all said the same thing about video games. Yeah, I mean, they say everything about everything. What y'all want people to do? Just sit and look out the window? I mean, it's a song. It's a catchy song. People dancing. You know what I'm saying? Just having a good time to a song. Because, here's the thing. What Young Miami is singing about is what she grew up around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Candy Liquor. Uh-huh. Yeah, I remember the Two Live Crew. Juvenile Song was released. Yeah. I want to go to $2 Tuesdays at the bar, now TM Bar. I know that's right, Cheyenne. Yeah, I do too. I like the song. I think it's catchy. Spin that is. Spin that is. I think it's catchy. I don't know. I just think it's catchy. I hear what she's saying in the lyrics, but baby, I ain't paying no attention to that. You know what I'm saying? Because baby, I can only spend what I got to spend. Go yard bag, but okay. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like people been doing that stuff. They're gonna do it before Young Miami song, after Miami song, during her song. Um, just it's just a lot more going on out here than a damn song. It's a song, y'all. It's a song like every other song out here. It's just a song. My milkshake bring all the boys to the yard. It's just a song. Not I like India Ari. I do. I really do. I've always enjoyed her music. I think she's extremely talented. And I think a lot of this comes from, there are some very extremely talented artists that don't get to shine like a Young Miami. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If I don't the reason why I feel like this song is a bop, and I think all the influence that Young Miami had behind Diddy basically promoting her and getting her that podcast. I think a lot of that Diddy promotion kind of pushed her up too. Now we knew about Young Miami from the City Girls, right? We been knew about her. She wasn't brand new to the scene, but I really feel like a lot of all that drama around Diddy kind of influenced and made people pay a little bit more attention to her. You know, you say your mama was a hell of a booster. Lick it before you stick it. Yeah, I remember that. Don't dislike the singer, but the song. You said scamming going to keep going on without an anthem. It always have. I ain't gonna pretend like I've never used the services of a booster back in the day, baby. I'm telling you, you come through with a good old lick, baby. I'm a let, you come through with a good old lick. Just saying, baby. I gotta keep it 100. My homegirl, she had a good plug. I mean, she had a good plug back in the day. But I haven't came through a booster, and it's been some years since I came through a booster boom. My kids was little, baby. You let me pop that trunk, sis. Let me see what you got. How much is this? Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, um, but I do feel like what Trick said about NDRE was very disrespectful. But what do we expect? He's disrespectful. So I really didn't expect too much from him. I didn't expect better of him. When I heard what he said, I was just like, okay, but Trick, you're weird anyway. I mean, you disrespected your wife. So anybody else, if you can't even respect your own wife, baby, don't nobody else stand a chance. So this is actually the only song of Carisha's that I've ever liked. I agree with India, but I still like it. Yeah, I mean, I do agree with India. I do. Um, but Carisha, Young Miami, she is literally not the only person out here I mean, Cardi B, they had a problem with Cardi and like, everybody got a problem with everything. But at the end of the day, if, you can have your points of view, you can have your opinion. But at the end of the day, it definitely is a bop. I don't care what nobody say. It's a bop. Okay. It's definitely a bop. It's very catchy. Um, that's all I can really say. It's just a catchy song. It's a very catchy song. Especially the little dance, the little TikTok they got off of it. It's cute. I like the little dance. Everybody, girl, all kind of people, old people, young people, black people, white folks, all type of nationality, creeds, colors. Everybody jamming to that song. Everybody. You got to give credit where it's due. She definitely did come with a banger, because it's everywhere. Now, but here's the thing with the kids singing it and stuff like that. I don't, my thing, let me tell y'all something. We used to have this thing in our house. If you can't spell the word, we don't want you singing it.
right? We used to say that to the kids. They be sing, can you spell it? Because don't be singing something you can't even spell. Now that used to chap my hide, you know. Now when the kids got in the car, did I listen to Kids Bop? No, I did not. I banged whatever I wanted to bang, you know, and my kids, baby, they knew the lyrics to every damn thing, you know. Um, but I used to, you know, we used to always say to them, if you can't spell it, don't be singing it, you know. It is. It definitely is a summer. It's a little summer hit. You know, now it's not like the yeah. Y'all remember Fresh Prince and Jazzy J and Fresh Prince? Summer, summer, summertime, summertime. Now that baby, I don't care what nobody say. That will forever be a summer national anthem. That I love. I to this day I still bump that song in the summertime. Summer, summer, summertime. Summertime. That song just reminds me of back in the day, you know, family reunions, barbecues. You know, that's what that song reminds me of. You know, now are they making songs like that? Not, no, they're not. But y'all, we live in a different era. We live in a different time. It just is what it is, you know. And as long as you know, I don't know whoever India Ari's families are, the young women in her family, as long as she stays, you know, influencing them to be, you know, to love their bodies and respect themselves as women. And, you know, as long as she helps the ones that's close to her, I mean, at the end of the day, you could talk to somebody until they blue in the face, but they still gonna do what they want to do. Okay. 8 Ball, MJG, yes, honey. All that. Yeah. So um like I said, I agree with India Ari. I agree with her. I do. I definitely do agree with her. But you know, I just really feel like parents need to, you know, y'all need to let the kids know. Although you may be, you know, bopping to it in your cars and dancing to it on TikTok, but do understand that scamming and boosting is not the way of life because it can definitely give you time in jail or 6 feet deep. It could do one of those two things. And you know, is she glorifying it? Of course she is. She is glorifying it. But people got to understand, like, you cannot allow people to influence you that way, you know? But the unfortunate thing about it now is people don't look up to doctors, lawyers, teachers like they did back in the day when I was a kid. You know, when the police officer, when I was in elementary school and the police officer would come visit the classroom, we used to call them officer friendly. I don't even think that even happens anymore. I don't even think the police even come to the school. And if they are at the school, they're at the school because they security. You know what I'm saying? But back in the day when I was in elementary school, when the police officer come, he would give us our little stickers and he was called officer friendly, you know? And kids looked up to that. They wanted to be police officers and doctors and lawyers and teachers and astronauts and scientists. That's what kids wanted to be. Nowadays, they want to be the next Kai Cenat. They want to be somebody, you know, people don't even idolize rappers and stuff like that anymore. They idolize more influencers, social media influencers than they do anything else. But I think a lot of that has a lot to do with a lot of parents allow cell phones and video games and televisions to babysit their children. You used to see kids outside playing. You used to see kids at the park shooting basketball. Baby, I have driven by so many parks this summer, and when I tell you it's crickets at the park, crickets. Nobody's out there. Yes, it's been hot, but y'all remember who remember growing up in the 80s and the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s? Who remember growing up and it didn't matter if it was 110 outside, baby? We was outside riding bikes, jumping double dutch. Um, we at the park swinging. We didn't care how hot it was. We was outside being children. But because as years have progressed and the economy has gotten much more expensive, parents are at work more now. It used to be where dad went to work and mom stayed home and take care of the family. Baby, now mama and daddy both working, and most of them working 2 jobs a piece. Baby, we was outside. We was riding our bikes on the trails. You know, I remember going into Walmart, especially in the summertime and Christmas time, baby, you would see all kind of trunks open with people stuffing bikes in they. Baby, you go into the stores now, you don't even see people getting bikes. I'm not saying people don't buy bikes. You don't even see that anymore. I don't even see kids riding, but I see more kids walking than I see them riding bikes. You said, truth be told, yeah, I'm not hard headed. Lock me up one time and I'm done. I know that's right. Getting a drink of water from the water hose and back to playing it, girl. Baby, them was the days. It'll never be like that again. That is literally Miss TLD's nostalgia, right? It'll never be like that again. It's so unfortunate. It'll never be like that. Hula hooping, right? Ice, baby. We be out there, baby. I used to be the hula hoop queen, honey. You hear me? Baby, I used to, honey, hula. Baby, I used to be the hula hoop queen back in the day. So I just wanted to share my thoughts with you on that. Y'all, if you catch us in the replay, let us know your thoughts. How do you guys feel about Young Miami's song, Spin That? What do you feel about India Ari's stance? I do like how a lot of other people have came to support her. I do like that. I really appreciate how people rallied around her and supported her because she needs to be respected. She's very extremely talented woman in the industry, but doesn't get as much because people. I'm not saying people are not into neo soul, but typically when you driving down the street, you don't hear people bumping neo soul. They're not bumping neo soul at the clubs, depending on what type of club you go to. But most of these dance clubs, they're not bumping neo soul. They bumping rap and up tempo R&B. That's what they're bumping at these clubs. They're not bumping Jill Scott and they're not bumping that at the club. So India Ari definitely doesn't get the play that she should have gotten. I definitely enjoy India Ari. There's a lot of songs of hers that I like. I'm a neo soul type girl. I like neo soul. It's one of my actually favorite genres of music is neo soul. But brown skin. Yes, honey, that's my jam. I'm talking about your brown skin. Hey, baby, that's my jam right there. Okay. I know that's right, sis. Was outside so much they had to put a commercial on TV at 10 p.m. Do you know where your kids are at, right, Steve? Baby, but we didn't care nothing about it being hot outside. Baby, we wasn't the type of kids that ran back and forth in the house every 5 minutes. I don't know what's wrong with these kids today. When I make my nephews go outside, y'all going outside, baby. 5 minutes later, they at back in the house. I'm looking like, what y'all doing back? We bored. Bored? You got the whole entire outside. Baby, what do you want back there? What do you want in that backyard? What you want, a whole mariachi band back there? Wait, baby, you ain't got it. Go get some of these little kids in the neighborhood and y'all go play. Baby, when you tell the kids play, they look at you like, what's that? Play? Well, how do you do that? I'm thinking to myself, what in the world is going on? Child, my mama couldn't tell her. When she gave us the okay to go outside, child, she didn't have to worry about me and my brother. Oh no, baby, we was so far gone. Hell, we needed GPS to get back to the house. Baby, we was gone. Pew! She didn't have to worry about us because we knew if she saw us, she would tell us to come here because she needed us to do something. Oh, so we got smart. Baby, we got so far away from that front door. We didn't need to stop at her house because, honey, we stopped at our friends and got water out the water hose, or you had the little trucks that roll by on the bikes with the ice creams, and back then, ice cream 25 cents. Child, we ain't never go. We went home when we knew we was supposed to go home. Mama didn't have to come. She didn't have to worry about us running back and forth in the house every 5 minutes. She didn't have to worry about us because, child, when my mama said it was time to go outside, y'all go on ahead and go. Y'all got y'all chores done? Yes. Okay. Pew! Baby, we was out that door, and she didn't have to worry about seeing us. Okay. It would be, we would run across our friends in the neighborhood. They was like, I think I heard your mama calling y'all. Oh, she was. Because, back then we ain't had no cell phone. I think the cell phone was our mama's and our daddy's mouths. You could hear they calling your name across the neighborhood. And if you didn't hear it, one of your friends, somebody, I just heard your mama and them call y'all. You know what I'm saying? We know to book it on back to the house and see what was going on. Yes, everybody used to be outside, JB. They sure did. They sure did. They sure did. Okay, y'all. So let's get into do you K Watts? Y'all, let's get into real quick. We're gonna get into Olivia, but I want to talk really quick about the Henry family. How many of you guys are familiar with the Henry family? Black family here on social media. I ran across this today. They have announced that they are now pregnant with their 10th child. These people went viral around the pandemic time. I think that's when I became familiar with them, around the pandemic time. But the wife is now pregnant with her 10th child. Now here's the thing. They are definitely a Christian family. They can definitely afford their big family. But I think she just recently had a baby, maybe like a year ago. And I'll be honest with you, it's not just them. When Maze Lee had, I was like, dang, girl, you pregnant again? What is y'all doing over there? And again, Maze Lee definitely can afford to have a big family. The Henry family can afford to have a big family. But in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, how do y'all manage 10 different personalities? How do you keep up with all that? And as a woman, they typically say when you have a baby, it takes about a year for your body to gain itself all the way back. But when you don't even allow the body to heal after that year, it's just, and, women, and again, I understand they're blessed and covered in the blood. I understand all that. But you do have to still understand that, unfortunately, medical things do happen. You said I used to feel like long as it's affordable. Now you can't emotionally support 10 kids. It's no way. How do you do that? I mean, y'all, we remember the what was that big the Duggar family? And we see how a lot, a few of them didn't turn out. I don't know. I don't know. It just feels like when you do that, and y'all, I had 4. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. At times I felt like 4 was too many for me. Because that was 4 different personalities I had to deal with. Because obviously everybody don't have the same personality. 4 different needs, 4 different wants. Like it was just a lot, especially when the kids start getting into sports and stuff like that. So real quick, I want to play their video. We're not going to watch a lot of it, just a few moments of it. And they're a beautiful family. I just don't understand what is the obsession with wanting to keep birthing children. It's like, why isn't the 9 that you already have enough? Or when do you say that, like, and it's not even about financially. It's not even about financially. It's more emotional, physical. God forbid if something happens to either the husband or a wife, that's a lot to have to take on all by yourself, So y'all, let's get into it.
Hey guys,
welcome back to the channel. I am super excited that you are here.
We back with another one.
Another sit down with the Henrys.
Yeah,
and if you are new here,
what's your name?
I'm Samvia. I was gonna say I got the T, but I'm Samvia. And
I'm Antoine. And she got the T.
We got the T.
I don't got a cup, but it's all right.
But we're gonna spill some tea today, and we're gonna talk to y'all about being pregnant with baby number 10.
10.
Wow.
People don't see the thing is y'all looking at us like we crazy, but y'all don't know how we prophesied on having baby number 10.
You know, it maybe just kicked too. Wow. Ooh, I felt that. But it's just, to me, sometimes it's so surreal, Antoine, because
Wow.
I really remember, like, back in 2017, we were done with kids. We were like, we have 4 kids. We're not having no more kids. And here we are in 2026.
I know what happened for me. What happened for you?
Let's pray about it first. Let's go into prayer. Like, because this is a really, like, how did we get here? And a lot of you think that, well, we can see lack of planning, unprotected sex, and like all of these things that you guys are assuming. And really, that's not the case. So
there's some of y'all like they was having fun. Shout out to y'all. I ain't with the negative.
Fun, right?
Yeah.
Big fun.
Big fun.
So we're going to go ahead and start off in prayer, and then we can kind of just give a story, or not a story, but our testimony of how we got here to baby number 10.
And get your mind out the gutters.
Amen.
God, as we come here together, I thank you for the hand that I hold. I thank you for the people watching. I thank you for all that you're doing. I thank you for just getting us here, God. And you blessed us with another child, baby number 10, God. I thank you for the words that came out our mouth to talk to you, God, on to get us here. Please watch over everybody that's watching this channel. Watch over my wife and myself. Give us the words, the fortitude, the knowledge, so we can be able to regurgitate and say what was on our mind to our viewers, God. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
So real quick, if I could say something, I don't know if you guys know, I know just a tiny bit of the history. Years ago, they were having some marital problems and they had split up, and then God brought them back together. And like I told you, I became aware of them around the pandemic time. Okay. That's when I came aware of this couple. And someone asked, do they work outside of YouTube? I don't know. I don't know that. I don't watch them. So I don't know that.
Amen. Y'all, ooh, my bad. All right. So thank you for praying. Thank you for leading us into prayer so that we can share our testimony. I think that sometimes, like, we have to be reminded that we are overcome by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of our testimony.
Right.
And it's so funny because I remember, like, we really, before we even found out that we were pregnant, we were really talking about just kind of getting off of social media, not for any reason other than that we just felt like
we needed a break.
I don't think it was just a break, because we weren't looking to come back. So we just was at a point where we just like, it's not for us anymore. Like, you know what I mean? I think it's a lot. Like, this is really ministry for us. Like, we're not doing a lot of entertaining stuff to keep y'all entertained. We share real life. And it's funny that, like, you can get to a point, like, even in ministry, where you get tired and you're just like, I don't want this anymore. And that's kind of our sentiments. And if you guys, like, even so,
I don't know about when she said you get to a point, even in ministry, you get tired and you don't want this anymore. I don't know about that. Most pastors that I know that are not pastoring anymore, they just retire. You know, now social media and ministry is 2 total different worlds. You know, typically you're not ministering to potentially millions and millions of people. You're ministering to whatever size congregation you have, unless you televise. You know, that's something different. But you know, it's just funny how I hear these people talk about they were thinking about leaving social media, but yet never do. It's funny when they say that. You know, but I don't know. It's their kid. I think obviously they have teenage children. And you know, large family content, that used to be the thing on YouTube. I don't think that's so much of a thing anymore, especially now with the economy being like it is. You know, a lot of people are just trying to figure out how to take care of their little small family. And then when you see families like this, you just be like, wow. Again, they are married. Apparently they can financially afford these children, and that's great, you know, that they can financially afford it. But my thought is, what about the emotional part of You said my 3 run me in circles at times, even though I feel I could have been okay with another. I respectfully got those tubes removed. God gives you free will and discernment too. Yeah, exactly. And again, they love each other. So, what couples typically do when they are in love with each other is they have sex, and that's their bonding period. And I just don't understand how we just can't have sex and not get pregnant. I don't understand that. I mean, again, I'm not trying to police this woman's uterus. She can do whatever she want to do to her uterus, but I just think it's not healthy to keep having children back to back when you don't even let your body heal from the last pregnancy. That's my sentiments. Like, you have babies. You don't even give the baby enough time to be a baby by himself before, boom, here come another one.
Or like we kind of stopped posting our children. Like it's just a lot of things just was changing in the background. And then we found out we were pregnant with number 10. And I'm like, oh God. So is this like, does this have something to do with why we're feeling like a need to just pull back a little bit? But we're here now. And so a lot of people don't realize that this is our ministry. This is our testimony. And to know that, yes, we are overcome by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of our testimony. We almost stopped doing that. We almost stopped sharing our testimony.
And God was like,
no, this is what I created you guys to do. I created you guys to share. It's so funny because I'm going to just take them back really quick. We never came to social media for money. Many people really believe that social media pays us well.
No.
And I want to be very honest. You're like, no.
I notice I'm cut and dry. I get to the point with certain things. No, this is a ministry. We do this because God was calling us to do this. We do this because we felt that
social media has to pay you quite well because you weren't living like this prior to social media. Before social media, y'all wasn't living. Like, coming to social media definitely changed your tax bracket. Let's be honest.
the need that my wife has a story, I have a story, and we have a story together, and we need to tell people our story because people need to know that it's a struggle. It's a struggle to get here. Prayer is a struggle. It's a struggle just to wake up every morning and try to be a father and lead a family of almost 10 children, a wife, and dogs, and everything else in the world. And it's tough. And to come here together with my partner and do this together, it is a blessing because God has truly gave me a rib to lean on.
Yeah, it's very much it's difficult. It's not always as blissful as you guys can see.
It's not.
And not when you guys say, oh, well, we know when the cameras go up. That's not what we're talking about. We're just talking about there's this trials and tribulations. And
when the camera's on.
And when the camera's on. And there's even things that we're exposed to when we share our testimony, right? Mm-hmm. The enemy don't like that we share our testimony, good, bad, or even indifferent. We share our hard times. We share our good times. And the enemy is not proud of those things, right? But we don't do this for money. The money is not there. The money is like non-existent. The money don't fund our lifestyle at all. We have an expensive lifestyle. And I don't say that lightly. I just say it because it is what it is. We've created an expensive lifestyle that, we have to continue to fund. And social media just does not do that for us. So with that being said, we want to just share how we got here. From the beginning, because it was a time in 2017 where we had 4 children.
And we was chilling.
We just got married. We just bought a house in Florida. My husband, you was just coming from being incarcerated. Mm-hmm. And we kind of were just trying to reestablish our life. And I know that this is good because a lot of people were just like, she should be giving him a lot of kids. He held her down. Or she held him down or something. Like I seen something in the comments. So this is really good.
I just think that what you guys gotta understand is our story, where we've been and where we're going. Like my wife said, I was in jail. We was just getting ready. We just got married and we was getting ready to move forward. And I don't think kids was in the making at that time. Yeah. I am a recovering alcoholic. So I was trying to find life without drinking. Yeah. So I want you guys to understand that. Look at that first. And my wife was just trying to find out how it is to be a wife and mother children and not go to work and not be inundated with the whole life. And also we was in Florida with just one relative, which was my grandmother. She was she was in her 70s and 80s at that time. So there's a lot going on. So we didn't have nobody to lean on besides the church and God.
Right. And each other. Like, I don't ever want you guys to miss that part. We had each other to lean on. Right. And God needed us to do that.
And that was the big thing.
Yeah.
So what you guys just heard him say is that he was once incarcerated. I don't know what he did. I don't know how long he did time for. But you know what's so unfortunate? How we find so many of our Black men that do find themselves getting incarcerated and having to come out, you know, and starting all over, especially like you said, they had just got married. So I don't know. It sounds like they got married and then he went to jail and they had 4 kids at the time. Oh, it was DUIs. Okay. So he was incarcerated for DUIs. You did hear him say that he's a recovering alcoholic. So you did hear him say that.
At one point, we wasn't leaning on each other.
No, we was leaning on the world and leaning on our own understanding, hence drinking and other habits and things of that nature that we had. So God got us to a place where we were newlywed in a brand new state, brand new home, and we had to learn what does that look like for us. We said no more children. So 4 and done. We were done. We did a whole vision board. We wrote it down. I have photos of it. If I have it, I'll pin it, because we were very adamant on no more children. Didn't know that literally I was pregnant at the time of us really prophesying all of this and saying that, oh no, we're done. We're not having no kids. We're going to travel. We got 4 kids. We got this. That's what we're going to do. And at that time, God was still doing something on the inside of me, right? I was pregnant with Austin. I was on birth control and had no idea. I had an IUD. And so God just continues to work in mysterious ways. So at that point, we were like, okay, we're pregnant with baby number 5. And we wasn't opposed to like abortions at that time. I don't want you guys to think that. We wasn't opposed, obviously, to birth control at that time. So we were kind of like, my husband was like, so what we're going to do? And I remember we was on the phone and I was like, what do you mean? Like, he had to go to church to serve. And I was home and I was just like, I just took a test. I'm pregnant. And he was like, are you serious?
I was in the men's meeting. I left the men's.
You remember? And I'm like, I'm pregnant. And he was like, what are we going to do? Like, what
and that was the moment where I hung up the phone and came home.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want it to be as if I was opposed to saying, no, we don't need a child.
Yeah.
And I had to make that not relevant. I had to make that known to you that you don't feel alone in this situation.
Right.
I think that was the turning point of me becoming a better man.
Yeah, that was because, I mean, obviously we had 3 children biologically prior to that, where abortion was always an option or always like, so what we're going to do, we're going to keep this baby, you know? So this time when you said that, I remember you hurry up and came home. You was like, hey, I'm sorry if I even made that an option.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then we made up, we kissed, and I had to go back to the meeting. And I was in the meeting the whole time. I don't remember nothing Bishop was talking about. I just remember just looking around, and I got another kid on the way. And I was like,
yeah. Because at that point, I was like, we're married now.
So
like,
what are we doing?
We're not going to get an abortion. Like, if God blessed us, and we weren't trying to get pregnant, you know what I mean? Obviously, we was trying to avoid it. We had birth control. So we're like, so what are we going to do? And so we're like, we're going to keep this baby. God, he did all of this through birth control to bless our womb. We're going to keep this baby. Right. And so that was Austin. And so we had Austin. All things was great. I was going through some medical stuff that I'm not going to really share right now, but I was going through some other medical stuff from some cosmetic surgery I had at the time. So that was really like, I was dealing with that and stuff like that. And so then I was pregnant with this baby. What?
We okay?
I'm not okay.
All right.
I'm just trying to like go through the timeline in my head. I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And so we kind of was just like, all right, this is okay. We just trusted God, had Austin, all things were good. And so then it was like a couple of months later after we had.
She said they had 3 children biologically. So when they got married, they had 4. So apparently there's one child that they don't share biologically. And I guess now 9 they do. Sound like what they just said.
Austin. And so now we're here. Austin was born in 2018. So now it's like maybe beginning of 2019, it seemed like I was homeschooling the kids at this point. And so I would just be around a lot of other homeschool moms who had many children. Like I had 5, they must have had 7, and I would just kind of be introduced to so many moms who was homeschooling, who had big families. And I was kind of like, oh, maybe like this is the way of life. You know what I mean? Like, so there was like a transition. I was transitioning and I didn't realize it at the point. And I'm realizing it now that.
So let me say this. I know a lot of you guys are saying this seems performative, fake. So someone, I think Steve just said, Samvia, that's her name. She capitalizes on her master's degree by running a lucrative consulting business as a social media strategist. She charges brands and other rising influencers. So y'all got to remember, she teaches people how to brand their social media for a living. I guess that's something else she does. So when she's talking the way she's going to talk to, because again, there's a certain way that you have to talk and to appeal to your audience. Now, what I will say is, when I looked in the comments of this video, there were a lot of people that were divided. There were some people saying God is blessing you, and then there were other people saying, like, why do y'all keep having so many kids? Like, are you not concerned about the children individually and how much love you can give them individual, as an individual person? I think they have more girls than they do boys. So I'm almost positive, because I think the last one she had was a girl. And again, I think she had that baby last year, if I'm not mistaken. So I was just curious. When I seen baby number 10, I was like, oh, okay. Wow, that was quick. You know, should she get her tubes tied? Should she do preventive measures to keep him? I mean, it's her body. That is her husband. It's not like she's a single mother having a bunch of kids. But even with that being said, even having a husband, or having a wife, I just really feel like sometimes we have to sit down and have a real conversation in the event that something happens to either one of us, and the wife is left alone or the husband is left alone. That's a lot for one person to handle. That would be my thought process. Um People can have as many children as they feel like they want, and as many children as they feel like they can afford. But I definitely feel like it should be at a point where we have a conversation about, in the event this happens, in the event, like, we cannot act like we're immortal and we will never leave this earth, because we all are going to leave this earth at one day. And I don't know. As a woman, I would think she would be a little nervous, because again, the older you get, the more children you have, your body, it starts breaking down. Each pregnancy gets, for me, I'm gonna speak for myself. I can't speak for everybody in the world. It seems like from the first child to the fourth child, every pregnancy, it was very different. It got a little worse for me. And when I got pregnant with my last child, I knew, my body told me, this is it. This is it. Okay. Uh, this is it for me. I didn't want to have any more, because that last pregnancy took a toll on me, physically and mentally. And I made a conscious decision, without discussing it. I knew that I couldn't carry another birth. That last pregnancy took me through it. I mean, obviously, there women have other, when I see women with multiple children, obviously me being a woman who's birthed children in the world, and I just be looking, I'm like, wow, like, sis, how do you do it? Because the whole 9-month pregnancy, like, my pregnancies were not pleasant ones. I stayed very ill. I was hospitalized in the first trimester of each pregnancy because I had hyperemesis. I just had a lot of issues. So I stayed deathly ill. with each pregnancy in my first trimester. It was rough for me. So when I got pregnant with my fourth one, I was like, oh no, this is it. I can't do this again. My body, I just knew physically my body couldn't take it anymore. You say, yes, Tim, I had a stroke with my last baby and just turned 101, 2, 3, released my tubes. Yes, exactly. Now I didn't have that incident, but I constantly had HG2. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was rough for me. It was rough. And I just knew I remember crying, and I was just like, Lord, just let me birth this baby. Let this baby come here healthy. And I'm done. And I'm okay with it. Like, I was okay with it. 4 was a good number for me. I had 3 boys, 1 girl, and I was good. Didn't we say the same about Mahogany having all those kids and look at what happened? Yeah, and unfortunately, that. But again, we can't necessarily say Nisha because we don't know. I mean, obviously, I mean, I'm gonna say obviously. I'm just going to assume Justin Jackson and this man, what's his name, Antonio Henry, are 2 different men, right? He definitely seems like he's standing up for his family. I will say that I don't know a lot about these people, so I don't want to speak a lot on these because I don't know their history. I see some of you guys know their history a little more than me. They definitely have a beautiful family. I will say that. But I'm gonna go ahead and stop it here. If you guys want to go over and finish watching their video, them telling their story of how they got here to baby number 10, you guys can definitely go over there and finish watching it. I'm gonna just cut it off right there. I just wanted to introduce them to you guys. I know a lot of you guys, I know you guys get used to some of the same comment, same people that we talk about over here. And y'all know for me, I like to introduce you guys to new conversation because we typically are just having conversations over here. I probably will never go back to the Henry family. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. But me, I just kind of jump around, whatever, piques my interest, and I want to come have a conversation with you guys. What about the mom of 13? Oh, are you proud mom of, yeah, whatever happened to her? I don't see her anymore. Her channel used to come up. I think that lady, did she live in Mississippi or something like that? And she used to cook those big old culinary, and she worked like 12 jobs or something. Yeah, I haven't seen that lady's channel in a very, very long time. I think her name was Proud Mama 13 or Proud Mama 12 or something like that. Yeah, and she was another one. She just kept, but in her situation, I think I'm going to assume she was a single mother because she never mentioned a man. I never seen a man around. Obviously, she had to get pregnant by a man, but I never seen that man. Okay, so she does a lot of shorts. You talking about Proud Mama 13 or 12 or whatever her channel name was. Oh, does she really? Okay. All right, y'all. Let's move on. Okay, let's move on to a more familiar conversation that we've been talking about for quite some time over here. Oh, she's a grandmother now, Pretty Stoner. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I don't watch her like that. Like I said, I haven't seen that lady's channel in a couple of years. I really haven't. So y'all, let's get over here to Olivia. Olivia did a video. Y'all know she's back in California. We never thought she would go back to California, which seems funny because she was just in California. What was it? March, February, somewhere around there, when she went to go get her 2 children from her mom, and then coincidentally, 4 months later, she ended up moving back there, which seems to me when she got out of jail, she was already pregnant. Why you just didn't go back to California? Isn't that funny? You went to California to pick up your children because your mama had them for 43 days and 43 nights. And then you ended up coming to Texas, moving into an apartment, and then left that apartment and moved back to California. So she is in her old apartment that she just moved out of, and this was the day of her birthday.
It's your girl, Liv. And welcome back to another vlog. So we're about to go. It's my birthday. And hold on. It is my birthday.
No, you're not.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's my birthday.
It's your birthday? Yeah. She says it's my birthday. It's her birthday. Both my parents called me singing happy birthday. I just love my parents so much. I love them so much.
Yeah, birthday.
But yeah, it's my birthday, guys. I'm officially 36. I need 36. Thank you. All right, so let's go. We're ready. Let me show you the kiddos. Wearing the basic black dress. Ooh, you look cute, girl. AJ, let me see you.
I have my phone.
Yeah, you do. Okay. Okay, guys, so we're in the car. I got everybody at the house. Got the babies. Say hi, babies. We're gonna go see. Hold on, baby. I'm talking. We're gonna go see Toy Story. Toy Story 5. Yes, he's so excited. So we're gonna go see Toy Story, and then we're gonna get some food. And I forgot what time it opens. I mean, what time it opens? What time the movie is? I think we have time. Yeah. Uh-oh. It starts real soon. Okay, we gotta go. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, guys, we're here. Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, we're at the mall. Alrighty. Where's the movies? Oh, here's the movies. I see down there. I see, baby.
Hey, Sunrise.
Okay, let's go here.
Okay, so we're gonna
Sit up
speed
right
past
here.
this part. Okay.
Got it, okay. Okay, so I got some insomnia cookies instead of a cake. I got some sushi. The kids got McDonald's. So I'm gonna serve, and I'll show you guys my sushi, okay? Okay. So as you can see, we're turning them up. Y'all, these cookies are so good.
Now I have heard that the insomnia cookies are better than the what is it? Cookie crumble? Is it crumble cookies? The last time I had a crumble cookie, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it did not taste good. The first time I had one, it was freaking delicious. And the last time I had one, which I think was maybe last year, no, I think it was like in 2024, I had one crumble cookie. Thank you. It wasn't good to me. It just, I don't know, something, but I've heard those cookies are really, really good. I haven't had a chance to have any.
Oh my God. Yeah, these hit the spot.
How they taste like mommy? That's what I heard.
I ate all my sushi. These snickerdoodle. Hi y'all. What's up?
Hell, did the kids get some?
So it is the next day. I know my vlogging has kind of been everywhere, but just bear with me, okay, y'all? I'm doing a lot. I'm going through a lot right now. But we're in the car. Say hi, babies.
Hi.
Hi.
You know what, Pretty Stoner? It's funny that you say that. That was my experience with the crumble cookie. It was undercooked. The first time I had one, it was freaking delicious. Oh my God. And then the next time I was like, this cookie's not even all the way done. Yeah, and I never went back.
Baby shark squishy toy.
Yeah, she said she got Baby Shark squishy toy.
But I don't have one.
Yeah, you do. They both got squishies. All right, so we are on the way. Today I have to go get a couple things done before the move. I have to go get my car looked at, because yes, we are driving. I have to go get my car looked at, and I have.
So let's just pause on that statement real quick. Before we react to what she just said, let's react to what Zeta just said. Zeta Jones just said, this chick is crazy. She's talking about Olivia, the lady on the screen, as a Bessabug. Not a Bessabug. You use my words, Zeta. For someone who talks a lot of mess, she really let another woman take her motherhood, baby, like a thief in the damn night. You hear me? I would have fought tooth and nail for mine. Haven't I always said that, y'all? Baby, I'd have been kicking and screaming. You hear me? Oh no, baby, I wouldn't have took that laying down. She's a very weak person. But you all on the internet sending cease and desist and filing charges on people that said they wanted to unalive you, knowing that girl ain't leaving the city of Austin. Well, let me take that lie back. Jasmine did go down there to the Colorado. Just a mess, you guys. So Olivia is now moving back to California, and she decided to drive. You're damn near due. And you drove with 2 small toddlers from Texas to California with a trailer hitch on the back. I was like, Olivia, instead of being a tattoo artist, why don't you just be a truck driver? Because you love driving across the country by every time she has moved, except that one time when she moved back to Florida, when she had moved to Texas and Gerard decided he wasn't going to be with her indefinitely and decided to stay with Antonisha. That's when she met Brandon. That was the one time she didn't drive by herself. But every other time she's driven by herself across the globe. From Texas to California, LA, down at the bottom. Girl, a mess.
I want to go clean my car out. Yeah, so that's done. And put some gas in the car.
Y'all going to the gas station?
To the gas station?
No, it broke.
Right, D. Nikki.
We might. I don't know if I should go to the gas station today or the day I leave. I don't know yet. It's okay. I told you not to break your squishy. He's been trying to get another one.
And that's what happened, you guys. Didn't I tell y'all Stella wasn't coming to Texas? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember me telling y'all Stella wasn't coming to Texas. She wasn't doing it. And Olivia could not handle 3 little kids by herself. She can barely handle them 2. I told y'all Stella wasn't coming to Texas. As y'all can see, Stella pulled her whole card and said, you want me to help you? Just like when she went to jail. Stella didn't stay in that apartment until she got out. They got that apartment cleared out. Stella probably came there and helped her finish getting it packed up. And honey, she hightailed it right on back to California with them kids.
Since he got that one. So he's trying to do whatever he can do to break his squishy. So I'll give him another squishy. I told you don't break your squishy. You're not getting another one.
Why? Why, Mommy?
Because I already told you why, AJ. We talked about this in the house 1,000 times. Because I don't have a lot of squishies and I'm not just going to hand you squishies.
I think Raquel, I've said this to you guys a long time ago. I believe Raquel is more of an influence on Stella now. I think Raquel be telling Stella, let Olivia be a grown-ass woman, mama. She don't need you to pop that ussy. Okay? Stella, when Olivia go pop that ussy, Stella ain't nowhere around. So if Raquel Papa told her, if she don't need you to pop that ussy and keep getting pregnant, why does she need you to raise them kids? So Raquel said, if you just want to help her, make her come to you. Don't you go to her.
I'm not doing that. If you do, you have to earn your squishies. All right, so let me go. I'm going to get my car looked at first. Sorry to break it to you. No. AJ, move your feet. Get up. Sit up. Sit up.
No, this one.
Oh, yeah, that's soccer on the TV.
Mom, turn the camera to me.
It's on you.
Okay.
Okay, y'all, so the guy said that my car needs some Freon, and I'm also getting an oil change. I think I told you guys this, but I'm getting an oil change and all my fluids topped, and my air was coming out cool, but not like super cold. So he said that my car needed Freon, so they're putting in the Freon and everything.
I think so too. Who said that? Teresa. I think so too. I don't think she's necessarily running from Gamer Bay. I think Olivia needs the help. She realized I'm about to have 3 kids under the age of 4. Yeah, there's no way. And Stella wasn't uprooting herself. Think about it, y'all. Why does Stella got to keep uprooting herself? Because she keep wanting to have random kids by random men. What? Stella don't have to do that. Raquel don't have to. Raquel down there taking care of her own. Yeah, Raquel got a husband, but let's be honest, we don't know how helpful the husband is. We don't know nothing about her husband. At least I don't. Maybe y'all do. I don't know nothing about Raquel's husband. Never even seen the man. And for some reason, this time she didn't run back to Florida. I don't think, let me say this to y'all. Years ago, back in like 2019, Raquel had came to Texas to visit Olivia. I don't know if she just came to visit Olivia or if she came for other reasons, but she did go and see Olivia when Olivia and Gerard were still together. And I remember Olivia did a video where it was Raquel and her in the video. And Olivia said in that video, and Raquel agreed, that they used to not be that close. Once they started having kids, Raquel started having children and Olivia started having children, and their children were like kind of close. That kind of what brought them somewhat together. But again, Raquel was in Florida, Olivia was in Texas. But they never really had like this strong sister bond. They never really had that. Olivia and Raquel did a video together and they both said it in their video. Now, does Raquel love her sister? I feel like she does love her, but I think Raquel is tired of Olivia using everybody in her life. More so Stella than anybody. Olivia uses Stella more than she does anybody. She used to use Gerard, but she can't use him like that anymore. She uses Stella more than she does anybody. And I think Raquel is probably telling her, Mom, your marriage that you got over there, you can't keep leaving that man for months and months and months and months at a time. Let's be honest, Stella ain't no spring chicken. And so she probably said, Mom, if you want to keep your husband, you got to stay there with him. You can't have no husband and you over in Texas helping your daughter raise her family and your husband sitting there putting microwave meals in the microwave. Because you know what that man will do? He'll just go get him another woman that'll come in there and make sure he got a cooked meal every damn night.
We're still just waiting.
It's so hot.
All right, y'all, we're still here.
Mommy shark doo doo doo. Mommy shark.
It's so funny. I put the Minions on for them, and it's in Spanish. And they're still not watching it. Hey, guys. I'm going to open this up.
Now, this is how psychotic this lady is. Who picks up the camera? So were you just sitting there thinking and started getting teary-eyed and say, oh, wait, hold on. Let me hold these tears so I can pick up my camera. Make sure my SD card is in here. Make sure my camera is charged. And okay, so everything's done. Okay, now let me go back to feeling sad. I'm like, who? I never understood the whole crying and then popping up on the camera. Hi, guys. Like, wait, what just happened, sis? What? Let me tell you something. Out of all these moms, I feel like she's the worst. Now, once upon a time, Chrissy needed her mother to help her with her children. But Chrissy got 9 of them, okay? Jasmine don't get help from her mama, baby. Jasmine mama like, hell no, okay? Now, Stella is more helpful to Olivia, but I think even now that help is coming to a halt. She's not putting herself out as much as she used to for Olivia. I remember when I first started watching Olivia, Stella didn't even come to Texas. Stella started getting more involved with Olivia when Olivia moved to Florida. Because I think Stella was going to Florida visiting Raquel. And that's probably how Olivia originally moved to Florida, because she knew Stella was going to Florida to be with Raquel and her children. So because she would, wanted and needed her mother's assistance, she decided to go to Florida because Stella was spending a lot of time there than going to California originally. But I believe Stella is taking care of her mother, so she can't just bounce all over the states like that. So if Olivia needs help, she got to go to California to where the help is at.
I don't know why I'm recording this.
You don't know why you're recording this? I don't either, sis. I was wondering the same thing when I first started. I said, why is she recording herself crying? Let me tell you something. You know what needs to happen, Olivia? We've been telling you this for years. Sis, you need to go to counseling. You need to see a therapist. I can imagine your kids getting snatched from your bosom being something horrific, right? I don't know how she survived even going through that. But then while you were in the middle of a custody battle, girl, you decided to get pregnant with more children. Still going back and forth to court for the first set of 3. I never understood why you did that. Now, hindsight, we understand that now you were basically filling that void that was quote unquote taken away from you. But I don't know. I don't know if these tears are coming from her regrets of not fighting for the kids more. I don't know if her tears are coming from the fact that she put more into loving Gerard than she did holding on to those children. I don't know what the tears are about, but we're going to listen to what she had to say.
I just got back from the U-Haul. I dropped my car off. I put the babies back in bed. And I had to drop my car off because I'm getting a hitch put on my car so I can get the trailer put on my car. So when we leave. Okay.
So wait, you went through all of that. You went to jail for 43 days. Well, you went down there to the clank for 43 days and 43 nights back in December. You had your family or your mom move all your stuff in storage. Then you get out of the clank after doing 43 days and 43 nights. And you went to the U-Haul storage by yourself and got all the things out of storage and moved them into this apartment that you're sitting in right now. And then 4 months later, you get rid of everything, reduces it down to damn near nothing. Get a U-Haul trailer hitch on. I hope you got that power steering fixed before you drove from Texas to California, and hitch the U-Haul on back of your SUV to travel across it makes no sense to me. Why did you even move into this apartment? When you got out of jail, Olivia, why didn't you just go back to California? When your mother put your stuff in storage, either you or your mother, let me just say this, when your stuff went into storage prior to you going down there to the clank, why didn't you just say, Mom, take back these things, or I'm gonna ship these, have these things shipped. This is what and when I get out, I'm just coming to California. What was the whole purpose of getting an apartment in Texas and didn't even keep it 6 months? Like, I feel like this move was a move of desperation. This move was a move of desperation. I don't think Olivia will ever come back to Texas. I think Texas, she's done with Texas. Now, how long is she going to be in California? I don't know. But coming back to Texas, I don't know. Something's just telling me she won't come back to Texas this time.
But coming back here to the house, I don't know, just like sank in that I'm leaving. And I know this is the best decision for me, my mental health. My 3 little ones. Let
me tell y'all something. These tears would mean more to us if we actually seen Olivia fight. Olivia spent more time on this internet fighting the people than she did fighting that man that took them kids from her. If Olivia would have really buckled down, took some time off social media, tried to get herself together, I think these tears would mean more to us then. But now, these tears mean absolutely nothing to us because Olivia created all of this for herself. She created this whole situation for herself. What you say, spending the kids' child support money on GLP-1 drugs. She created this situation. While she's sitting on the internet sending people to jail, you had a bigger situation going on. Focusing more on trying to take Jasmine down and embarrassing Jasmine on social media, and your life was just tumbling away. Just tumbling away. 36 years old, going on baby number 6, and got to go run and live with your mama. But we'll get on this internet and say she's a bad bitch. Where? How? When? When? Bad bitches is not getting in cars and driving across country, sis, with their 2 toddlers and 8 months pregnant. Bad bitches ain't doing that.
But every time it's just hard. It's just hard. It's really hard.
Y'all want to know how the Web3 are feeling? And I hate to say it like this, y'all, but they're okay. They've always been okay, y'all. It's the fact that she just handed off motherhood to Antonisha. Like, she just like, here, you want to be a mama? There you go. Girl, you ain't got to have a stretch mark at all. Here, I'm going to give you 3 already born. Here you go. Like, she just literally handed them kids over to Antonisha. Which is insane to me. Olivia had a chance to keep those kids. She had it, but she wouldn't comply to certain things. It's almost like she's basically, I really feel like initially she did it because she thought if Gerard would have got those kids, it would have broke him and Antonisha up, and he would have ended up coming back to her with the kids. But once she seen that him and Antonisha having those kids actually brought them a little closer than apart, she realized, oh shit, what I thought was gonna work didn't. So then she conspired to, seduce the man, and then she was able to sleep with him last year. But that still didn't make him leave Antonisha totally and come back to her with the children. I really feel like she thought that that's what was going to happen. That the responsibilities of those 3 kids was going to break them up, and he was going to come back to her anyway. Or then when last year, when she slept with him, when the news got out that they slept together, that was going to indefinitely break him and Antonisha up, and he was going to come back. And both of those plans, that never happened.
Everything that I deal with. Okay.
So she put on here on the screen, she said, I had to keep reminding myself that the internet is no longer a safe place to discuss my feelings. When it comes to my feelings regarding my older 3 babies. Even though it just felt better to keep the camera rolling, it felt better because despite all the hate I get, I do have a lot of true support. And in this moment, I could not be alone. Well, you were alone. We weren't sitting in the living room with you. When you were filming this, we weren't there. Thank y'all for always being there for me, even though you might not understand what I'm going through. Love y'all. Again, making this about the internet. Wouldn't this be more to your 3 children? Shouldn't this letter been to the kids if they ever come across this video? What are you thinking the internet for? The internet, when did you ever think the internet was a safe space? No, the internet was just a space that you never wanted to leave. Again, people would have embraced her had Olivia been more adult about the situation. Had she been more mature about the situation, then maybe the internet would have embraced her more. Again, just my opinion. It's not fact, it's my opinion. But because we seen how foolish this girl acted, going through all that she went through, the internet almost feels like girl, this is like you're laughable at this point. She said she thought it was safe to keep the camera rolling. Why? Like if you truly were distraught about whatever you claim you're distraught about, the camera would have went off and you would have just dealt with your feelings alone. Yeah, she was definitely alone. I'm going through a lot, as you can see. And it's extremely difficult what I'm going through. So difficult that I can't even put it into words. This is why you need education. Olivia had enough space and opportunity to get her shit together. But what did she choose to do? Play and mock the internet for 5 years. AJ will be 5 next year in 2027. Girl, you had 5 years to get your shit together. 5. Not 5 months, not 5 days, not 5 weeks. 5 years. And you have done nothing. Because I don't know if you guys remember, Olivia has said many times she has a type of job where she can go anywhere in the world and still make money. As like she's some single woman with no children. Girl, you getting ready to have 6 biological children. This is the same woman that spent hours, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours on the internet. Instead of sitting down strategizing how to get her life back on track. Because it hasn't been on track in several years. Just spinning in circles, Tam Reed. That's it. Spin that ish. Spin that ish. I don't know why I picked up this camera. I think I don't know. She said this is not a safe space. Isn't what she did? Didn't she just type that on the screen? Now remind you, she edited this. So Olivia edited this as you were editing this, that's how you were able to type those words on the screen. Like you're literally sitting here watching yourself perform. It's almost like she's a paid reality TV star. Like, oh my God.
But the way I'm feeling, it has to get better. Like the way I'm feeling, it has to get better. It has to.
Olivia, it will only get better when you focus less on the internet and more on yourself and your family. When you stop worrying about the internet and what they think and how they feel and what they done said and what they typing, what they writing, what they posting. When you stop worrying about the internet and deal with your real, actual life. Because guess what, sis? When you were locked up down there at the Clank for 43 days and 43 nights, everybody was still on the internet living. And you can leave here tomorrow, and I guarantee you, people still going to be living. Somebody said something to me in my comments yesterday that PMC, Peyton Marie Charles, they feel like she's doing all this. It's performative, all this back and forth with reaction channels and the teacher lady, because she said when she leaves YouTube, she's going to leave with a bang. And my response to that comment was, before Peyton came to the internet was a real thing. Like people were living, doing, saying, singing, dancing, cooking. Everything was going on. Peyton doesn't run this sector. She doesn't run YouTube. And guess what? When she leaves, the same thing is going to be going on with her gone. Like you don't have to make a grave exit leaving. When I decide to no longer do social media, baby, I'm not doing no grand finale exit. Y'all gonna come and be like, damn, TMI ain't posted in 2 months. Now, obviously, I'll probably say goodbye. You know what I'm saying? But it's not gonna be no whole performance coming out the door because I didn't perform coming in. I ain't performing going out. Olivia should have taken time off of the internet. She should have just gotten off the internet and gotten herself together mentally, physically, emotionally, financially.
Because this I just feel like it's becoming too much for me to bear. I don't know why I picked up this camera.
Girl, we ask ourselves that same question every time you pop up on the screen. We ask ourselves that at the same time. It's like, sis, why do you sis, just go somewhere and heal. Like that's the word for the day. Heal, sis. Go somewhere and heal. I guarantee you, we'll still be here when you come back. Girl, she thinking about that drive she getting ready to take from Texas to California. She probably like, God damn, I ain't even got no man that can ride with me. I got to get out and wobble and put gas in the car. And I got to wobble in the gas station, take the kids to the bathroom. I'm pretty sure them kids done had a couple episodes where they had to pee on the side of the road because she's too big and pregnant to waddle in the gas station so them kids can use the bathroom. Like, there is no way that girl 8 months pregnant should have been traveling from California. It's the fact that her mama was like, girl, just get here. Baby, but Stella said, just get here, girl. Just get here. Just come on. Just put them kids in that car whatever little trinkets you bring it with you, and good girl, throw it in that U-Haul and just get here. Oh my goodness, TMI, wasn't she the one talking about how happy she was in her life? Just crazy, girl. You know, the fact that she's leaving Texas, I think these, again, if these tears are not performative, I do feel like she has, like she's feeling some type of way that she's walking away from them kids like that. I don't feel any type of way about her walking away from them kids. Let's be honest, y'all. The whole time she was in Texas, what good did she do for the children? What value did she bring to them? Nothing. She kept up more mess being there than she did when she was in Florida. There was time, like last summer, she didn't even spend the summer with them last summer. This summer, here go another summer she not spending with them. You think that's what it is? She's feeling defeated? Yeah, now she's down there at the stepdaddy and the mama's house in one room when she had a whole 2-bedroom apartment them kids can run through. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't feel like being in Texas was a good thing for her because she wasn't doing anything. Now, is she gonna do anything in California? Probably not. When she lived there before, she didn't do anything. So I don't feel like this time is in. I think she's just going to California, had that baby. Maybe once that baby turns 6 months, a year old, she'll probably be somewhere else. I don't think she's in I don't think she's going to be in California indefinitely. I don't know where Olivia's going to end up, but I don't think it's going to be California. I don't think she's going to stay there indefinitely. Hey, Nova.
Okay, guys, so we're in the car. We just picked up the car from the U-Haul. I got the hitch put on, which shout out to the guy who did it because he gave me a really good deal. I saved like a bunch of money. So that was awesome. Now we could drive fast. We're over here getting some food. We're gonna go back home because I have so much more packing to do. But I'll show you guys the progress of everything when I get home, like where I'm at. It looks like I have a lot to do. I do have a lot to do, but I have today and tomorrow to get it done. So I think I can get everything done. I'm pretty sure I can get everything done. I just have to work my butt off. But yeah. Wish me luck, guys. We're just waiting for our food, like I said. Got the babies. Say hi. Hi. Hi, baby. Oh, here comes our food.
All right. Well, there you have it, y'all. So Olivia drove from Texas to California, which that makes sense because she need a car, you know. So now she's down there at the step pappy's house, all in one room. There's a live that she did, I think yesterday. I don't know if we're gonna watch that. Maybe we'll tie that into another day. Well, you know what? Let's take a little peek at it. Y'all got a few more moments. It's getting late. Oh shit! I didn't know it was that late. All right, y'all. Let's peek at this for just a few moments. She said, "Life is life," and I bet it is, girl.
What? No, because I don't want to be out. That's too much. Look at my face, honey. It's so fat now. I'm sorry. I'm just like, ugh. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. We're having a baby. Pregnancy, honey. It's a hell of a thing.
Good, Lo.
Whew.
Pastor said we got time.
Damn, I'm trying to get down to that size. Okay, well, follow me and we'll do it together because I'm doing it. And as soon as I drop this load. If you do that, you're still going to have hanging skin. If I do what? If I do what? So I never had hanging skin, number one. But I did have droopy, saggy skin. I mean, I guess it's the same thing. It wasn't really skin though. It was like the fat in the skin. It wasn't like skin hanging off my bones. Like, you know how some people get so skinny?
Olivia, it's skin. What do you think is on your body? Your skin was hanging because you lost weight. So the skin shit. See, this is why you should have actually went and got the GED. Not pretend like you got one.
That they don't have any more fat. They just have skin hanging off their bones. Yeah, I wasn't that skinny. I still had fat in there, but my fat was more like crinkly and gross looking.
You know what? Let me say this. Olivia act like she'd been skinny all her life. She was skinny for about, I don't what, 6 months. She act like she was skinny all her life. Like she can't stand it being fat. Girl, you been, and I'm not saying it's being disrespectful. Girl, you been fat all your damn life. What are you talking about? She act like she was skinny from the word say go. Since we've been watching her since 2019. She's always, girl, no, you was skinny for like 6 months. That's it. That's it.
How long was I on the shot? I was on, listen, I was on and off of it for like a year and a half, I think. I started in March after Kailani was born. And then she was born 23. I went to 24.
You sitting at your mama's house worrying about, you ain't even birthed the baby yet. No concerns if you're going to bring a healthy baby into the world, making sure the baby doesn't, I mean, sis, it's not like you went and got prenatal care or anything. Girl, you sitting up here in your mama's house talking about getting your body yaddy back after you had this baby. Like, but here's the thing. I don't want her to tell us about any plans because y'all remember when she got out the clank earlier this year, she was going to CNA school. She talked about that for about a week, and baby, we ain't hear it no more. Like, you talking about getting body oddy, and you sitting up in your mama's house and just turned 36 years old with 6 damn kids. Girl, your body is the reason why you pregnant. That skinny, because you were much smaller than you was. That's why you pregnant.
Wait, I gotta look at a calendar. Let me look at a calendar. Let me see. Oh, look at her right here. She's so cute. My pictures keep popping up. Oh my God. I can't show that to you because then you guys will be like, oh my God. I can't show you guys like regular cute pictures of my babies. Oh my God, hold on a second. Oh yeah. We're getting close though.
That's all she need, deeper, is therapy. She don't need no peen. Matter of fact, don't even get a male therapist. Get a female therapist.
Because I've been having contractions all day since the moment I woke up, and I'm still having them. Not like contractions. I'm having the Braxton Hicks. Oh shit. Okay.
She definitely is sweating. Who said that? F.C. Johnson said she up in that little bungalow home in that attic size room sweating. Now that she is doing, because I was just like, what's going on? First and foremost, why is the light on? It looked like it's daylight there. Why you running up them people's electricity bill? See, you ain't even been there a whole 2 weeks and running up the people's bill. It's daylight outside, but you got the light on in the bedroom. She don't care because she ain't got to pay it.
So I would have to say I started in 2020. When was Kailani born? No.
Wait, the air don't work where? Through the whole house? The air. Wait, hold on. Not the house. Not the family of generational wealth. They can't get their AC working. Well, what? What? Girl, not the she can call anybody in her peoples and they'll send her anything she want. Well, why they can't get the air fixed? Don't they know you with child? What is going on? No, in the room. Well, how is the AC not working in the room? Don't the AC go through the whole house? What do you mean the AC don't work in the room? Why? Why would it not work in the room? Is that not a part of the rest of the house? Unless she in the attic. Is she in the attic or something? Girl, a mess. Because she do look awful sweaty.
She was born at the end of 2023. So I started in 2024, March of 2024. And then I went, let's say all year, December. Yeah, like a year and a half, because I really went like to the summer. When I went out to Florida for the summer of 2025, I really wasn't taking the shots anymore. I wasn't. I was taking them like sporadically. So I wouldn't really count that as taking shots. And that probably ended in May. So yeah, I pretty much went the rest of the year without the shots.
Well, okay, so you say you think the window unit is broke. Well, maybe I'm missing something. Because if the house has AC, why do you have a window unit? Am I missing something? If the house has central air, why do we have a window unit? Wouldn't the central air cool the whole house? Isn't that what they do? Maybe I'm missing something.
Remember, Joey came out, and then I went back to Texas. Joey came out. I wasn't on the shot. I actually gained like, when I came back from Florida, I probably gained like 10 pounds or something, like 10 pounds, yeah. Nothing crazy.
Now, again, y'all, listen to what I'm saying. Who said that? Right, Latrice. This lady is due to have this baby at any time. Okay? She's sitting up here talking about a body that she had last year. No concerns about the baby. Is it kicking, moving? Last time you heard the heartbeat. None of those. Most women who are almost to the finish line, like very close to the finish line, like she is, their whole conversation is about birthing the baby. You said the house is old, TMR. She said the room she's in now was newly renovated, but somehow the AC in that room she isn't working. Oh, KY say child a mess. Yeah, okay.
So like a year and a half, yeah. I went like a year and a half, or a little under a year and a half, because March 2024 to June, say June 2025. So a little under a year, but you guys already know my stance on GLP-1s. Oh, oh my God, I'm just so hot. You got to get back on the shot. It was a game changer. Oh yeah, for sure. And I don't want people to think like you automatically gain all your weight back when you're off the shot. No, this is a result of pregnancy. First of all, going to jail for over a month. What was it?
43 days and 43 nights. You was there for 43 days and 43 nights down there at the clank.
Almost 2 months? No, like a month and a half. Going to jail, being pregnant in jail, and then the rest of my pregnancy. That's why I gained this weight. Okay, I don't know how people lose 100 pounds, gain it back. We don't do all that over here. No. And I would not have gained this weight back. I know for sure if I didn't get pregnant. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. Okay. But yeah, when you're pregnant, the baby takes over. And unless you're super strict and super, I don't know. I thought I was going to be able to like diet while I was pregnant, or not even just diet, but just continue to work out, like keep my same lifestyle.
How is this a conversation? Who brought up the conversation about your body? Who brought that conversation up? Olivia, you're pregnant. Do you know how long it's gonna take you to lose this pregnancy belly? It's probably gonna take about 6 months or so. Like, sis, you were eating like it was going out of style. And you should be eating. You're pregnant, so you got to feed the baby. But I don't know. I don't know if you was feeding the baby and the neighbor's baby. Because girl, the way you was eating, it was not normal. I'm like, girl, I mean, can you breathe? I mean, you be scarfing that food. Girl, we was looking at you like, girl, are you pregnant with an elephant? What in the world? Oh my Lord, this girl is so exhausting. I keep telling y'all, who is the man's that's getting her pregnant? Like, what type of conversations do y'all have? Because we hear the conversations you have with us. What conversations do you have with the man's that's getting you pregnant? Because it's always me. You always talking about you. With 6 damn kids, 5 and 1 almost here.
Going, like eating clean, like super clean once a day. No, you can't do that when you're pregnant. And working out every day. No, you can't. I mean, some people can do that every day, but depends on your pregnancy, really.
You said leave her doctor. Hell, did she have one in Texas? Who did she baby shit, what you mean? She left the clinic or talking about leave her Dr. S.C. Johnson. She didn't have one. I told y'all she gonna show up to that hospital talking about, excuse me, do y'all deliver babies here? Let me go show up to that hospital. Excuse me. This the ER, right? Okay. My water just broke in the parking lot. Do y'all deliver babies? He gonna show up to the people hospital and be like, ma'am, do you have an appointment? They gonna be, ma'am. They gonna be like, ma'am, can you come back? We kind of busy. You know, this is the ER. In that damn hospital, her mama gonna tell her she can't watch them cheering. she gonna have, excuse me, hi, my name's Olivia. I'm a YouTuber. These are my children, AJ and Kehlani. And AJ's gonna say, clock that T. And Kehlani gonna say something. She gonna be, I don't know what she gonna say. She gonna say, my water just broke, but I didn't have anybody watch my kids. Do you mind if they just I'm sorry, KY. Do you mind if they just stay in the room with me? I promise they won't say anything, knowing she lying, because AJ and Caroline, especially AJ, he don't even know how to be quiet. Do you mind if they just stay in the room? I don't have anybody to watch them. Baby, a mess.
But anyway, we're almost done. We're almost there. We're almost at the finish line. Okay, I'm gonna go get scissors because I have to cut some stuff open. I'll be back. Hold on, guys. Ooh. Y'all gonna chill with me while I open some boxes up. Let me see. Okay, you do it. You have to, when you put it on your bite, you have to leave it there so it like dries it up. It soaks, it dries up. Okay, you good? Yeah, just leave it
Right,
there.
AJ gonna be saying, "Mom, are you okay?" What AJ asked Olivia, will she be crying? Is everything all right? AJ is so cute to me. Mom, did you just have a baby? Mom, what's that?
Stuffing that shit in your bag. Don't say that. No pressing. No, this is mommy's. Oh, but you talking about it's gonna be hard to eat good living here? Hell no. It's not gonna be hard. Cause you know what I want to do? I want to go outside. I want to look good doing it. Okay. No, it's not gonna be hard. It's
Wait,
actually inspiring.
Hold on, wait. Y'all, we got a nurse in the chat. Mickey said, as a LD, which is labor and delivery, as a labor and delivery nurse, that does happen. Moms come and don't have anyone to watch their children, so we help when possible. Really? I've never even heard of that. That actually happens? Baby, I'm telling you, I've never really. Not they show up to the hospital with the cheering. Oh. So if you guys are not able to assist, then what happened? What y'all do? Call CPS or something, Mickey? I hope y'all don't be calling CPS because the mama about to have a baby and she ain't got nobody watch the cheering.
I'm trying to good, honey. Okay. You better be outside. So they had a sale.
I've never even seen that. Even in the movies, I've never seen, like, you know, if you're watching a movie and a woman is getting ready to have birth. I've never even heard of that. Folks showing up to the hospital with the cheering. Well, how did the kid? Would they drive themselves? How did the kids get to the hospital? Because they ain't coming in the ambulance. Do the ambulance let you bring your children? Well, as much as the ambulance charge, they should let you bring children, next to kin, a couple of neighbors. As much as the ambulance ride is, my goodness.
What's a new makeup? I'll try this later. I can't wait. I've been missing makeup so much.
Oh, okay, Mickey.
I'm gonna lather my face in makeup. Is that Kailani? Kailani.
Well, I'm
What
not
are you
saying that
doing?
couldn't happen.
Huh, baby?
No, hold on, Liv. Hold on. Don't try to change up because you in California. Know how to party. It never rains in Southern California. They tell me it never rains in Southern California. Libby, where is the hollering, the screaming, the threatening, the cussing, the cheering out? Not so much what's her name? Kaylani, but the damn show AJ. Where is all that Kaylani? Kaylani, AJ, come here, come to my. No, bring the old Liv back. Oh no, don't. I'm going back to Cali. I'm going back to Cali. I don't think so. I'm going back to Cali. And that used to be the jam. Livy, hold on. All this, hey, children, my 2 children, come to your mother. What? No, where is the AJ cussing them out, slapping them upside the head? Where is that behavior? Don't get down to California and try to switch up.
You have to go to King Bop and try sushi tacos. So bomb. Okay, I'll try it. I'll look it up. Sorry, I don't know what the fuck happened. All right, I'll try it, Tasha. Sushi burritos? No, sushi tacos. Okay, period. I will do that.
It never rains in Southern California. They tell me, hey, Lib, it never rains in Southern California. Girl, we never would have thought we'd be singing that song with you because you told us you ain't going back to California for nothing. Here you are. That's why you never can say never.
I want to go there just for. Oh yeah, the food is amazing here. Yeah, for sure, honey, for sure. There's no. Yeah, LA.
It was her. I'm not telling you guys where I'm going. When we knew you ain't got but 2 places to go, Florida or California. I'm not telling you guys where I'm going. As if girl, come on, you look like you got options.
Has some of the best food, but I grew up here, y'all, so it's not like it's all brand new to me.
Wait, hold on. Who said that? Stay said, child, they might disconnect the Wi-Fi if she gets unruly. Now her mama go cut the Wi-Fi off.
I got my soaps. My soap was on sale too. I'm telling you guys, when these soaps go on sale, I buy. I didn't know I bought this many though, but 5, 6. I don't play about this soap. To the skin. I do not play about this soap. And they sent me these. I'm gonna use these this time. I didn't use these last time.
He sure has, Deeper. You notice, baby, all that foolishness he do when he there by himself with his mama, Olivia. AJ ain't doing that now. Yeah, pop. Then went and honey, went and took a switch off that tree out there. Pop ain't playing with AJ.
Turmeric oil. These are free. That's cool.
For the face. She ain't said nothing about the body. She do everything about that face. But what about the rest of the holes that you got? Don't you got underarms, woo-ha, your booty? What we don't never see no fancy things for the rest of the body. It's just face. That's all. Girl, okay, your face clean, but what about the rest of them the orifices of your body? She be on that face, but baby, she don't be studying the rest of that body.
But yeah, no, we're gonna have fun. There's this place that my dad and I we used to hike. It's called Runyon Canyon.
Your dad and you used to hike at Runyon Canyon. When? When was that? What dad you talking about? Stepdad or real dad? Because baby, I ain't never heard you talking about you and your daddy went hiking. Libby, hush. Now, Queen, what you done said? Jazz is struggling. Well, Jazz, but I ain't even been over there. You said Jazz is struggling with the views. Her last vlog isn't even at 800 views, and she posted that hours ago. Baby, they didn't cancel Jasmine. Oh, my goodness. Well, that's what she get. She came over here and called herself shitting on YouTube because she over there battling on TikTok. Baby, you don't bite the hand that feed your ass. You hear me? Baby, she came over here talking about y'all don't send gifts and y'all don't do this and y'all don't do that. Baby, she came right on over here. Didn't I tell y'all that when we talked about that about 2 weeks ago? I said, Jasmine, I wouldn't come on YouTube talking about what YouTube ain't doing and TikTok so grand. Cause baby, YouTube put you on the map, girl. Hey, you don't bite the hand that feed you. Didn't I just tell y'all that? Then look what your internet doing to her ass now. They said, okay, Heifer, we gonna show you something. You talking about we ain't sending gifts, or we ain't sending nothing else either. A like, a share, a view, nothing. Oh, Jasmine.
I can't wait to go and hike. The soap is from TikTok, but you can get it on Amazon too. But that's just where I get it from. It's turmeric soap. It's so good.
Girl, instead of buying soap, get you some self-help books off of TikTok. Bye, Liv. Girl, get on my damn nerve. Sitting up here talking about some soap. Where the stuff for the baby at? You should have pulled the stuff out the baby out the box first. Didn't I just tell y'all? It's always me. It's never about anybody else but her. You pulling out turmeric soap instead of pulling out stuff for that baby that you about to birth. Just a mess. You hear me? Dub and water ain't shit. Girl, she don't know nothing about baby. She'll tell us everything. She'll tell us she got some ashwagandha. She got this for the face, that for the face. But baby, she don't never talk about nothing about the rest of that damn body. Face and teeth. That's all she concentrate on. Baby, she don't care nothing about the underarm. She don't care nothing about that hoo-ha. She don't care nothing about that booty hole. She don't care nothing about the legs, feet, arms. She don't care nothing about. She ain't got Johnson no damn where. We ain't seen no baby magic. Baby, we ain't seen no. Did you get the baby a little tub so the baby could take a little bath? I guess she said, hell, I don't take one. Why should the baby take one? She probably just gonna wipe the baby down with baby wipes. Girl, when I tell you Olivia has fallen, honey. Man, it's just like at this point, girl, Olivia, you should watch your own damn videos, ma'am. This is a mess. I'm not saying if you need help, don't go get help. But which just turned 36, 6 children, 5 here, 1 it will be here at any day now, and you sitting up in your mama's house when you've had your own house for years. So you went back to your mama. What did she go back to her mama house for? Yeah, right. She sure did, Asia. Baby, we don't care nothing about that. Nothing about that ussy. Nothing. She don't talk nothing about that ussy. She's scrubbing everything else but the ussy. I said, baby, when I tell you I'm so tired, Olivia, girl, this is a mess, honey. I don't care what you done said. Mama went Wednesday and got 75% off at Goodwill and got some baby clothes. Oh, Lord. Child AJ is going to be taking care of that baby like them triplets take care of them twins, girl. A mess. Okay. With no control over the thermostat. They told Olivia, we don't care nothing about you getting hot. They told her, get your ass on Amazon and get you an air conditioner. You buy everything else off there. GDs, birth control, not birth control, but what do you call them things? Birth tests, whatever you call those, pregnancy tests. You get on Amazon, buy everything else. Some people said, get your ass on over there and get you a AC unit. She said, okay. And that's what she did, y'all. A mess. You hear me? A mess. Now, I thought she was down at the shelter. Me personally, here's my thing. If you was just going to move back to California, why didn't you move into a shelter? Because wouldn't they have been better off getting you a place to stay on your own quicker than staying with your mammy? Just a thought. But I guess she said, nah, if I go to a shelter, I'll never be able to film on YouTube. And I can't bring my baby and sit in the car and do videos from the car. So she said, well, I might have to go over to my mama's house because I can't let YouTube go because that's my only source of income. The other 3 daddies, these 3 children I done birthed into the world, baby, they don't help me. The only people that help me, the only daddy that's helping is YouTube, Daddy YouTube. So I said, well, yeah, you right, sis. You did right, Liv. Go on over there to your mama house so you can still go live and get your little coin. Because down there at the shelter, girl, nah, you wouldn't have been able to get no coin because, you'd been too shamed. Now, you claim you don't care what people say. Oh, yes, the hell you do. You wasn't showing up in that damn shelter, girl. You ain't down there at the shelter. She wasn't going down there. Oh, Lord. They just said Johnson & Johnson. The only Johnson she got is her last damn name. Ooh, a mess. She told AJ he's the man of the house. What house? Not that house she living in. AJ better be the he just better be a little boy. AJ ain't the man or nothing. He's a little boy. How is he a man? He is a little boy. He ain't no man or nothing. You need if you want a man of the house, Olivia, go get you one, a real one, not no one from Amazon, and don't get you no man that's only gonna be around for 60 damn days. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm just sick of her. Okay, y'all, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Olivia done wore me damn out. Ooh, Lord heard she done wore me. I should have came over here for this. She wore me out. All right, y'all, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. Y'all make sure y'all push your chairs up to the break room. Because, see, when I get off and get out of here, I got to stay an extra 15 minutes and pushing all these chairs up and these 500 of y'all. And I get tired of doing that. So I need y'all to push y'all chairs up and go on off this door. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Remember, so what you love. Bye.